Hi, this is Frank here, and in this video I'm going to go through the configuration setting that is required for you to use your smart POS system. Once you have complete the payment and register in our system, you can use your username and password to log into our account. So let's log in now. And when you log in, you can view the the total sales of today's sales and transaction, and also the plan you have subscribed to. So there are two tabs that you are required to configure before you use your smart POS system. The first one is the configuration tab, and the second is the menu tab. So in the configuration tab, the first setting to configure is the contact setting, and this information will be used in the invoice that your print out. So the restaurant name, the address, and also your phone number will be print out in your invoice. So and there are other things you have to concern in here: the currency that you are using, and also the tax level and the service charge. And for in this example, we have 20% of taxes, sales taxes, and 5% of service charge. And let's save the change here. And in the second one, we have printer setting. The printer setting defines how many printer that you got it in your restaurant, and this will be used to actually coordinate different dishes to different printer later. And I will explain it later in the our menu setting video. So to add any new printer, you simply just click on the add button in here, and then input the name and the type of the printer. And for the 9 printer, which is actually the impact printer, and the thermal printer is raisin mold in here. So because we have already 3 printer in here, and I'm not going to add any new one. So when you are done with the printer setting, let's go to the next one, the room setting. The room setting defines how many rooms that your restaurant has. So in this example, we have 3 rooms, room A, B, C. So if you have multiple rooms, you can actually use multiple terminal in your restaurant. So to add any new room, or maybe add it or delete, would be just the same as adding printer and deleting printer. So I'm not going to go through in here. So for the table setting, the table setting actually is to define how many table that you have in each of your room. To add table, you have to also define the room that is located. And in this example, we have 3 rooms, and you have to choose one of at least one of them. And the table name, you can type in your table name depending on what do you want to name the table. So I'm not going to add any new table because I have already got many table in here already. So the user setting in here is actually your employee login account. So when you have defined the let's say you have one employee called Frank, and you have set up your PIN number for them, you can actually allow them to to check in and check out with the system, and then be used to generate sales report by staff, or maybe staff working hours. As you can see in here, it will because there's no data here. So and when you have done that, you can actually generate different data for the staff working hour as well. So the payment type, in here you can actually to separate different type of credit card payment in here. So for different country, you might have different payment credit card payment. So in this example here, we have MasterCard, Visa, and debit card. So the process to add or edit and delete any card would be just the same as the printer and room setting. So if you have any question, please contact our staff member, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.